Okay, I want to address that feeling of overwhelm that usually bubbles up whenever you embark on a large new project in your life. And you know it's going to take a lot of work and several years of grinding. And you probably have no idea how you're going to make this happen. I'm going to teach you a few essential tools to get your mind right and into alignment with your goals. Because if your determination is kind of halfway there and you're still letting your fears keep you stuck, it's going to completely derail your dream. So it's really important to get your mind into alignment with it. And the first tool to make that adjustment is something I call your boss mindset. A good boss is kind of like a good parent. They're going to push you to do things out of your comfort zone and make sure that you get your work done. But a really good one is also going to be encouraging and supportive. Like that's their whole job is to support you, to help you stay focused and trust yourself and pick yourself back up when you run into a wall. And as a small business owner, you got to learn how to be your own boss, be your own supportive parent, and train yourself to get back up and keep going. So now that you've chosen this path of personal freedom, with that freedom comes a requirement to operate in treacherous, unknown territory on a regular basis and hold yourself accountable and take consistent actions. It's to feel the fear and do it anyway, over and over and over again. And if you find yourself saying things like, okay, I'll do that when I'm ready, it's because you're not parenting yourself and you've forgotten your power. But now you're a business owner and you've got something that people need that's going to enrich their lives in some way. And they need you to build this business. And in order to do that, as of today, you need to identify with your boss mindset. So whenever that overwhelm starts to feel like a 30-foot wave mounting over the top of your head, you're going to recognize that feeling and pause and say to yourself, I can figure this out. I can find a way. And if you're having a hard time convincing yourself that you can actually do that, here's a way to reclaim that power. Think of a time in your life when you felt really confident. Maybe you did really well on an interview, or you took a solo trip to Colombia, or you built an IKEA bookshelf with no manual. What was your experience? Okay, sure, it was a challenge, but you bossed that interview. You bossed Colombia. You bossed that bookshelf. And you've already surmounted a lot of big challenges in your life. This is no different. You're going to do this again and again and again until it feels normal to do things that you don't know how to do. And that's called your boss mindset. It's part of your identity, and you're going to call on it whenever you need to pick yourself back up. If you haven't felt confident in a really long time, or if you never had a supportive parent or boss, I'm just going to remind you that you don't have to have confidence to take action. In fact, that's actually like the exact opposite of how building confidence works. You don't gain confidence by doing things that you know how to do. That's called comfort. You gain confidence by taking actions despite not knowing what the fuck you're doing and feeling unprepared. I'm just going to quote one of my favorite entrepreneurs. Her name is Lila Hormozi. She's amazing. Look her up. And she's dealt with all the same stuff that you're dealing with now. And her mantra is action brings experience, and experience builds confidence. And it's really that simple. So start taking some actions.